Sir, you're out of line. Sir, you are out of line. Sir, you are out of line. Please leave this auditorium.
How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about Texas Democratic gubernatorial candidate Beto O'Rourke, also known as Robert Francis O'Rourke, and his interruption of the Uvalde, Texas press conference after the mass shooting. So rather than this particular event being about the 19 children and the 2 adults who lost their lives at the hands of this ridiculous, crazy nut job shooter, Beto wants to come in and make it all about him, make a political statement, which was completely and totally inappropriate. Now, of course, I do have video, and we're going to go through it right now. I don't want to waste too much time. If you want to see these videos in full without my commentary, the links will always be in the description box below. But first, we're going to see the interruption. Then we're going to see Beto's explanation for the interruption. And then we're going to hear from the mayor of Uvalde, Texas, who was also there. So in this video, you have Don McLaughlin, that's the mayor. You have Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick, Senator Ted Cruz, and also Governor Greg Abbott. Let's go ahead and roll this clip here.
Pass the mic to Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Sit down.
You're out of line and an embarrassment.
Sit down and don't play this stuff.
The next shooting is right now, and you are doing nothing.
No, he needs to get his ass out of here. This isn't the place to talk this over.
This is totally predictable when you...
Sir, you're out of line. Sir, you are out of line. Sir, you are out of line. Please leave this auditorium. I can't believe you're a sick son of a bitch that would come to a deal like this to make a political issue.
So that's the interruption. That was pretty gross for Beto to do something like that. And you know what it's about. It's about him trying to make a name for himself, to create some waves, to try and really get his name out there more, to get more attention, to possibly get more votes, to try and become the governor, to try and get power. That's what it's about. You know, I'm seeing a lot of comments talking about we need that Beto energy for what? For what, though? Because you want to politicize things, to make yourself be more noticeable, to get more attention, to have more notoriety, to possibly become the governor and to unseat the current governor who was right there. So you want to confront the current governor as you are trying to be, like, you already know what it is. It's all about just trying to take that man's spot. It's not about these children. Not really. So let's see what he says, the explanation right here. This caption says, "Good for Beto O'Rourke." This is from Molly Jong Faz. This is a writer for the Atlantic, Vogue, etc. A leftist, essentially, with 1 million followers. Let's go ahead and see what he says.
We can do something right now, but if we continue to accept this, then it is on us. It's not just the governor's fault. It is on us. I'm not going to accept it, so I'm here. I'm calling attention to this, and I'm asking all Texans of good conscience, and I could care less whether you're a Republican, a Democrat, or an independent, to stand up right now for yourself, for your kids, for our families, and to stop the next shooting just like this one.
And what do you say?
And the question is, how are you really going to stop it? What do you propose would be the best thing to go ahead and stop these mass shootings from happening?
You say Texas Governor Greg Abbott says now is not the time.
18-year-old kid who doesn't have a driver's license can't buy a
He should not have been able to buy an AR-15 right there. Do you want a solution? Stop selling AR-15s in the state of Texas.
So right there, he's talking about, okay, let's stop selling AR-15s in Texas. He wants to just ban guns because, like, let's get down to the core of it. What is an AR-15? It's a rifle. And I guess it looks scary, but it's not a fully automatic weapon. It's a semi-automatic, the same as a handgun. Like 90% of guns in the market, I would say right around that. The average person is going to get a semi-automatic weapon, okay? You're not trying to have to reload after every shot. All that semi-automatic means is you pull the trigger one time, bullet comes out, and it's magazine fed. Pull the trigger one time, bullet comes out. Pull the trigger one time, bullet comes out. You can't just hold the trigger down and bullet spray. That's fully automatic. Those have been banned since Reagan in '86. You can get one of those weapons that's that old, that's 30, 40 something years old, but you got to talk to the federales and you got to pay a whole lot of money. The average person would never have access to a weapon like that at all, ever. You can make, let's say, like a Glock kind of fully auto with a switch, but those are totally illegal. You can't buy those in the store. You see what I'm saying? And that's the whole point. People are having illegal weapons out there, not legal weapons. But let's continue to hear what he has to say.
Want a solution? Have universal background checks. We don't have them. You want a solution?
Now, background checks, briefly. The guy that did the shooting in Uvalde, Texas, would have passed his background check. I'm sure there was a background check when he went to the gun store to get it. Why would he fail a background check? He doesn't have any criminal record, gang affiliation, or anything like that. So why would he fail the background check?
Red flag laws or extreme risk protection orders, which stop a shooting before it happens. You want a solution? Safe storage laws. Those are 4 solutions that have been brought up by the people of Texas. Each one of those has broad bipartisan support right now. We could get that done.
Not really broad bipartisan support. He'll say stuff like that, but that's not true, obviously. If it was true, then you wouldn't be right here complaining about it.
If we had a governor who cared more about the people of Texas than he does his own political career or his fealty to the NRA, and if you need any proof of that, check the schedule for the NRA's convention this Friday right here in the state of Texas. 5 of the worst mass shootings in U.S. history right in this state on his watch. What does he do about it? He goes to the NRA convention to brag about how easy he has made it to purchase guns in this state and to carry them publicly without a background check.
Now, the thing about carrying weapons, that law got passed, constitutional carry, you could carry your weapon. But, I mean, you can't really, how you really going to stop that? See, the criminals don't care about your laws. They're going to carry their weapons regardless. They're going to have their weapons concealed. You're not going to know it's there, and they're going to pop out and do whatever they want. They're going to have it in their car. They're going to have it in their house. They're going to do whatever. Okay? So he's just allowing law-abiding citizens to be able to carry their weapons. And you still have to go through a background check. You still got to go through a process to purchase a weapon in Texas. The whole thing about private sellers, that's not really the thing. Most people are getting their guns straight from the gun store. If you are a legal person purchasing your weapon, people that go on mass shooting sprees and whatnot, they are 9 times out of 10 prohibited possessors.
Without any training or
people that, I won't say they're prohibited possessors, but I'm talking about just shootings just like in the street. Those are typically people that shouldn't even have guns at all because of prior convictions, and they have guns illegally.
Betting whatsoever. It is absolutely wrong. In fact, it is insane. The governor talks about mental health. It is insane that we allow an 18-year-old to go in and buy an AR-15. What the hell did we think he was going to do with that? This one is on us.
And what do you say to Texas?
I mean, you got over 120 million gun owners in America. So why would you just say if he buys an AR-15, he's going to go shoot up a school? Okay, you could be 18, 19, whatever it is, whatever the legal age is. Just because you're able to buy the weapon does not mean you're going to go shoot a school up. I mean, it's just silly to think that.
Texas Governor Greg Abbott says now is not the time to make this political.
Now is the time to stop the next shooting.
Now, he dodged that question like a politician would because he's making it political. So he just changed his answer to fit a question that was not asked, to dodge the whole thing, which is what he's doing, making it political. And he knows that he's doing that. But again, he's trying to become the governor as a Democrat. So that's his whole purpose, make things political to try and win.
Right after Santa Fe High School was the time to stop the next shooting. Right after El Paso was the time to stop the next shooting. Right after Midland, Odessa was the time to stop the next shooting. And in each case, we say this isn't the time. Now is the time, like literally right now. That's why I'm here. That's what we
You're here to get yourself more attention. That's it.
want as a state. That's what I want as a parent. I've got 3 kids who are in high school and middle school and elementary school. That's what they want. And I face their judgment.
Okay, so that's Beto trying to become the next governor, making everything political. Now let's listen to Dan McLaughlin, who again is the mayor of Uvalde, Texas. This is the man that was saying, "You sick SOB." That's him.
I stand on that. They want to have that discussion. That's fine. But that event today was not the place or the time to come in there and attack the governor or anybody else there. If he wants to have that discussion, have it outside somewhere, something, but not in that building where we're trying to give the people there. This community is broken right now. When no community should have to go through what we've gone through in this community. And for a person to come in there and start that crap, I have no respect for Beto. And the haters that hate, that send me the emails and the texts, to hell with you too. I'm just telling you. But I don't care if you're a Democrat, a Republican, an independent. We're American people. We're trying to come together as a community. And to do what you did today at that press conference was wrong. I'm sorry, but it was wrong.
Facts. Shout out to Dan McLaughlin, mayor of Uvalde, Texas. And yeah, Beto, you already know what that was. That was just purely a political stunt, trying to get some attention. That's really all it is, because you got a lot of different shootings that happen in the hood, in these areas that don't really get a lot of attention, don't get a lot of media coverage. You would never see Beto there. It doesn't really fit his agenda. It doesn't fit his whole thing. He wants to make a name for himself. He wants to get 15 minutes of fame. He wants to get those votes and get the power. He's doing this for the Democratic Party. He's doing it for himself. He's doing it for his job security. That's really what it is. It ain't nothing else to it. Okay. What I would say, like I said in previous videos, if you want to slow some of these things down, you're talking about school shootings and whatnot, have tighter security in the school, have armed guards, have better entrances and exits. That's really what you can do. You want to ban the so-called AR-15. You want to ban basically all weapons, because AR-15 ain't nothing but a semi-automatic rifle, the same as a regular handgun, a Glock, a 6R, all of that. These are semi-automatic weapons. You want to ban weapons from being purchased by regular everyday citizens. Therefore, the criminals will have the upper hand, and you're going to make people that don't want to give up their weapons, you're going to make them criminals overnight. You're not going to solve anything. You're going to have crime and everything exponentially increase. The same thing with the whole Black Lives Matter, hands up, don't shoot, defund the police. We see what that did. The feeling behind it from them, from what they say was, oh, we got to make things safer. We're over policed and the police are attacking us. They're killing us. But in reality, the police were the last bastion of hope. Now you have 30%, 40%, 50% increase in the Black homicide rate. Okay. Black folks being killed 50% higher, all because of the whole defund the police movement. So what's going to be the result of the trying to ban guns movement? It'll be the same exact thing. People not being able to defend themselves, criminals having the upper hand. That's what's going to happen. So Beto O'Rourke, you need to just, like you said, like Ted Cruz said, just sit down, shut up, go over there, stay out of this, stop trying to make it political for your career as a potential Texas governor. That's not going to get her done. It's not. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? How do you feel about this whole situation with Beto and with Greg Abbott and Dan McLaughlin and everybody else? Whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. What do you think would be some solutions to the whole school shootings thing? Now, you're not going to be able to solve all problems in the world. You're not going to have 100% crime-free areas. But what would you do what would you do to reduce some of this stuff? I've already said what I would do. Tighter security, teachers armed if they want to be armed, better entrances and exits, mental health. But trying to ban guns, trying to reduce the ability of common citizens to be able to protect themselves, or according to Second Amendment rights, let's not forget that. Second Amendment right. Trying to interfere with that is not going to help at all. It'll just make things worse. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.